You asked for a Game 5, and we are getting ourselves that Game 5. This is our very last game of the day, and we will crown our champions of MPL Season 4, Malaysia and Singapore, TODAK versus EVOS ESPORTS SG. Here we go. Oh no, hold it up. Pause gaming.
Bring out the signs! Bring out the signs! The TODAK boss is back!
Well, of course, give them a little bit of mercy on that. It has been a long day for both teams. So
there it is, there's two of them!
Look at that go. They're having their final chance to celebrate this. This has been the stuff of legends, the stuff of beauty, and you can have so much more of it in the M1 World Championship. And now, here comes some pressure coming on the side of the nuts as well. Might just be taken down, but not yet. There's going to be a little bit of that proxying of the way for the bottom side of the table. While TODAK here holding on for dear life. They're going to be sending that Lunox into the jungle to farm out for a little bit more, but EVOS here trying to contest for the buff himself. Little flickers coming out, 3 flickers from the side of TODAK, and of course, Palos there with the revitalizing. It's going to be pretty much nasty.
Yeah, really, really nasty. It's all about the team fighting now. Someone is going to break, and we're going to find out who.
Wow, they just really have to wait and see. So far, both sides playing a little bit more passively than we saw. They know what's the risk if they were to make any mistakes at all. And EVOS Esports Singapore, the Tigers of Singapore, they were hungry. And now, can they take a bite? Can they lift it from it? Here comes the Death Sonata.
Oh, they already
tapped. So
oh my goodness. Yeah, it's only level 2. But yeah, they want to go for this Diamond Chiku. There's no counterplay to this, but they're going to look, TODAK is going to look to punish Soul on the top side. And Soul, he knows it. He quickly presses the regenerate. It's just like, all right, I got to clear this wave, and I got to book it. Oh, Moon's coming in. Slam Moonfall already being popped here. This might be a whiff on that dive.
Oh yeah, Soul just got to give this one up. While there's going to be a little bit of that trade, and the first turret goes into the hands of EVOS Esports Singapore.
I mean, Soul probably could have done a little bit more if he had his ultimate, but he's only level 3. He's just slowing this down, and he gives enough damage to that minion wave. He protects that top tier 1.
Wow, I didn't really expect that the members of TODAK could not even make it through, and now they lost that one turn down, and this is the first time Minotaur was picked at the playoffs. Talk about this. Is this true? Well, yep.
Yeah.
Calling back yesterday, there was definitely no Minotaurs at all. But back in the previous seasons, yes, we do see a whole lot of that. But will it be effectively put into good use?
Yeah, it's just so good. And as of right now, they're going to have to take their time, play it slow. Turtle's going to go over to EVOS because TODAK is just a little bit behind in terms of rotations. They're going to clear up that top side finally. So it's a net win for EVOS Esports.
Yep, 114 seconds on the clock for the next Turtle, of course. So it's going to be pulled all the way back. It's going to be the Divine Judgment, but it won't be rendered into the back. Here comes that JPL going in with track as well. TODAK's going to fight back, but it was actually going in for the flank. JPL's going to get that way of the Dragon over the side of Moon as well. Then that's getting chased by EVOS Esports 3-0.
Really good. This is going to be the snowball that we've been waiting for all this time. 3 minutes and a 2K goal lead. This is the biggest goal lead EVOS Esports have made for themselves this early into the game against TODAK.
And it was absolutely clean. Look at the moves. Look at how JPL positioned himself, set up the dive, and now they get their second tower. It seems to me TODAK slowly cracking under pressure.
I mean, definitely they are the newer team here, especially in the MPL against this titan of a veteran who's been on the top of the leaderboard for so long. I mean, even if TODAK loses, they have proven their worth. They are a quality team, but they want to stand above the rest. They need to get on EVOS's shoulders and show them who's boss.
That's right, and of course, best of 5 is never really easy. And look at that. They brought it all the way in towards the very final game. And TODAK here, of course, had a long day as well. They start off the game pretty early. They have to wait to see who are they going to face. They have to stay put and analyze all the situations. And that's here almost getting caught as well. E1 also trying to go for that sort of attempt. Here comes a little bit of steal of the buff as well. Ace and the rest are coming in. They're right to the pathway, opening up the path. And there goes Members just giving this one away because they know it's too high of a risk to contest for that.
You do have that 2K, you have that 3K lead, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, JPL might get caught out a little bit. He takes a little bit of damage. He kicks the nuts away. That rage meter is very close to the ultimate here. The Union Fury might be coming up sometime soon, and there it is. Soul locked in place. He's trying to sustain as the rest of the team looking to break that mid-tier 1.
I guess that was pretty much well worth it. Now we have the outer layers all taken out, but 2 members getting knocked off, which means TODAK have a little bit of an advantage to actually try to take this turtle away, but they're pretty much depleted low, and I like the fight that was in Seoul. Like, the way that he actually juggled it up was to slowly pressurize them, putting them to a wall, which means EVOS have a little bit of the time being bought in the mid lane.
Yeah, personally, I honestly think that this was a little bit too hasty coming out from Seoul, because he knows that he's going to die. So I think both JPL and Seoul accepted the fact, we're going to die, you guys need to get a net profit. Breaking mid-tier 1 is important because now EVOS has a lot more breathing room in terms of just rotating across the map. There's a lot more dark spots that TODAK have to be aware of in comparison to EVOS Esports, who have all their tier 1 still available to them.
That's right. Now we're talking about a 3,000 gold gap. Well, they got 4,000 right now, and Potato immediately going in for those heavy purchases. Bloodlust Axe already being bought, and of course, with that 1 kill in back, he can buy whatever he needs.
Yes, he can. And EVOS Esports right now, playing it chill, playing it slow. They've already broken every single tier 1 for the side of TODAK here. And TODAK, I think they're looking for that big engagement with Meonian Fury from Nunas. X-Ray forced to get out of there. Good punish. JPL taking a little bit of damage, but I don't think it's going to matter as of yet. They have to back away because they know that most of the members of EVOS Esports are on the top side, so therefore forcing a fight now would be catastrophic.
Yep, and speaking of catastrophic, it's going to be EVOS Esports trying to go in for the engagement here. Ace coming out as well, landing the stun, but they know they can't take down Moon in time, so there's no point going for that full commitment. Look at JPL, though, they're going to go for the catch. Way of the Dragon over the side of E1 here, but can they follow up? It's being definitely being expanded as well, and here comes the Nunas trying to actually negate that. There's a lot of damage they put out, and Nunas almost surviving that. Of course, here comes Moon, getting down to the wall as well, so he's going to try to take his health all the way down, but both sides still managing to make that sweet escape.
Nobody is going to die, and TODAK, they built their compositions. My only issue with it is so dependent on Nunas getting the baddest Meonian Fury off in the world, because nothing else is going to win them that fight than that ultimate. Oh, wait, here we go. They're going for a big engagement coming in from Moon. Ace is taking a lot of damage, but Revitalize is just a little bit too much. Meonian Fury helps secure the kill, but again, topside is getting pushed in.
Oh my goodness. It takes 4 members and a tower. And a tower. This is just 7 minutes of the game.
Excuse me, what?
It's broken.
Is this fair?
It's not fair at all.
Soon.
It's just flexing, and he's just saying, hey, this is what it takes to kill off the Hylas, so might as well ignore it.
The only issue I have with the entire play is that EVOS weren't able to really capitalize on his death. JPL gets a good catch on to Nunas there. The rest of the team pull backwards. Meonian Fury is ready and set to go. But again, Soul is in a lot of trouble, taking a lot of damage. The ultimate coming in from the back line. He's getting destroyed. His X-Ray kills off 1 to make it even out. It's a 4. It's 1 for nothing as of right now. And TODAK have to pull back. EVOS Esports were able to secure the turtle. They have to bail out of there. They're sacrificing members for objectives.
I definitely would say this is a great trade-off right here. I really don't mind if I can get myself that sort of victory if I give myself away. If I'm in that position, of course I'm using a lot of time. In that position is actually EVOS Esports.
Yeah, and because of that, they've sacrificed their members to get this 4K goal lead in their hands. They are down by 1 kill. It's a 4-3 scoreline. But again, oh no, Soul taking a lot of damage. Fist crack into fist break. Moon is right on top of it, chucking him out. But the ultimate was enough. JPL trying to make the save the day. Gets away with the dragon onto X-Ray, but X-Ray ain't going down no time soon. The members body blocking. The Death Sonata. Meonian Fury. TODAK outplay the competition.
That's a slam and a dunk, and it's not over. Here comes Bounty taking out Moon, and look for Nunas as well. Double kill for the Lunox here, and these boys can fight all they want.
A 2-for-3 trade. Honestly, that was a great outplay. All the members saw, oh no, we gotta block this Death Sonata. X-Ray can't die like this.
Yeah, and I would say that sort of fight, a little bit unnecessary, but it's just them just trying to get any sort of advantage. Look at this go. Look at JPL. He almost took down X-Ray. Those walls came out, and of course Moon alongside of the Kimi lands that finishing blow. And Potato, of course he stuck by the wall, but the walls as well as the turret is helping him as well until Bambi arrives. And he definitely has enough damage to actually shred through those tanks.
Yeah, and now from 4K, it is decreased to at least a 3K gold lead for the side of EVOS Esports. That doesn't diminish the fact that they are still in the lead and dictate the pace of the game. Lord is back up this time now, and TODAK need to make this work out for them and hopefully take them out. Chiku just bought that golden staff. That's a big buy.
Definitely a big buy, but Chiku feels like he needs to be in the right place in the right time. And little mentality coming up from E1's going to be vital in JPL. Goes in with Dr. It's going to be the way of the dragon there, spreading out immortality. Can they go in to save it? Nowhere's the answer. And then out here, being the next one on the chopping block, gets picked back as well. And he tries to fight back, but Minotaur's going to be pretty much tanky for them to even chop it into beam slices.
That's unfortunate. They lose one member down. They're going to go straight onto Lord. X-Ray may have just purchased that golden staff, so he needs to be able to utilize it effectively to not only kill Lord, catch maybe a couple members. He needs to clear waves now.
Yeah, and take note of this. They have yet to take down a single turret. Well, I'm going to take that back. There's one tower on the top side that didn't down. Well, of course, from my view, it's a little bit far away from the screen, but then again, I'm talking about a lot more objectives to go for the side of TODAK, and they're looking to take out JPL.
Woo! JPL could not die there. If he dies, it's bad. Soul trying to make it out. He pops the ultimate. He's going to try. They need to get the revitalize off of the Divide. Locks him up. He dies. Oh my goodness, that is so crucial for TODAK to survive this push.
Yes, and with one member down, they know Flicker is not available for JPL, so this is an easy Lord to take down. It's like, Lord, so what?
Yeah, but EVOS, even though they did take Lord, they are still able to pick up that bottom tier 2 as well. They still have that goal lead, which is important because now, coming into the next Lord, they're going to be a little bit more far ahead. They've hit their item power spike. They just can't make a mistake. Oh, Ace. Ace is in trouble. He doesn't. Oh, he does pop the Revitalize as well this time around, as well as the glorious pathway. Yeah. But they have to pull back here. They don't want to overextend in the fight.
Yeah, a lot of all these utilities have been used now for the time being, and they know that there's no point actually staying put because all the ways have been pushed all the way towards the enemy side, so TODAK can slowly form out for the current time being. 5,000 in gold difference that we're talking about here, and I'm looking at Potato. None of all these members of TODAK has been able to bring him down just yet. Yep. If we were to talk about the guy with the damage output, it's got to be Chiku, but Chiku can never, ever reach Potato in the same place.
Yeah, Chiku can only hit what's in front of him. It's a traditional front-to-front composition for both sides, and the only people who can make that difference is Ione and JPL. They're looking to catch somebody off.
Yep, I would definitely agree with that. And of course, even if E1 managed to go in with that sort of catch, there's going to be a little bit of that sort of problem because there's members of TODAK here who may not have ramped up in terms of those itemizations, so you got to prepare for it. Especially, I'm looking at X-Ray here. His Baton has been bottled in all these 5 matches that we've been seeing so far, and not a single one goes by without that Baton pick. So I'm looking at that. If X-Ray can go in for the catch, then perfect. They will be able to close out that goal gap. Yeah,
just look at that goal gap already pushing towards that 5K gold gap. It's so close. They're going to hit that 41 goal. They're going to hit the 41 mark, and that's going to be important because that means Lord is going to be up at around the same time. That means they're going to have their power spike much sooner compared to TODAK.
Well, so they're going to agree with that. Look at Soul. He chase that immortality. It's harder to kill the talents. So even if you were to focus down members of EVOS Esports, you got to place some of these frontliners first, especially for JPL. And hold your Bambi here. And look at Ace. He can tank this all day. They do have a revitalize. That's why Divine just being used up right this story as well. And now they're trying to get him stuck in between. Ninas have been caught out, but it doesn't really matter. 2 members with immortality just facing up, and they can slowly go in for a pickup here. Nearly 1 minute to close out to that second goal.
And they force out the sprint coming in from Ninas here, which is actually pretty important because now Ninas can just run towards the backline and get a giant Meonian Fury. And I think Ninas also was aware of that. Had he stayed a little bit longer, ended up dying, that's going to put this team in a huge position because he is a very big win con in a lot of these team fights.
Yeah, I would definitely say so as well. But then again, for Ninas to slowly charge out that Meonian Fury, it's going to be a little bit of a hassle to wait out for it as well. So we're seeing JPL getting as much information as they can. If Tron is scored away from the top side here, JPL has already been spotted out, but it doesn't really matter. And of course, this is the lot that we're talking about here. Less than 10 seconds. TODAK needs to respond to this.
They are going to try and choke them out. Hylon is going to get locked up. He pops the Revitalize as well. Glorious pathway. It's not going to be enough on Big. Ultimate coming to the back line. Nurnas is slowing them down. JPL's in trouble. They're trying to disengage with the Death Strata. It's not going to be enough, but they could turn this around. Who takes a lot of damage, but Odir Bambi is holding his ground. Soul tries to go for the back, tries to go for the kill. Couldn't actually get it off. The Molten Size is thrown out. Rondo, he quickly pops quickly with a crescendo, locking down Nurnas. Nurnas is going to die here with the Darkening coming in from Odir Bambi, but that's not all. Food tries to save this by one more time, uses his ultimate, realizes he's outnumbered, flickers on out of there.
They have to use everything they have just to take out Ace, and it ended up as a 1-for-1. I don't mind that because Nurnas did his job. He did his duty, he could not run up. That's the reason why the match after the trade. But look at Solo. He's managing to challenge the light of Moon. But Moon is down to that 3 versus 1. What are you doing there, Moon?
That's a huge crit. How big is Potato right now? Oh my goodness, he's already got 4 items on lock as well. That explains the amount of damage being pumped out of him. He's just saving up for that one more Blade of Despair before he turns this around.
And TODAK here trying to snatch that one away. Ace is going to get into some trouble here after we look at EVOS. That's going to be a snatcher. And it will be EVOS ESPORTS 2 in a row. This is the Lord. And they take down one more member off of TODAK.
One more push. This is it. This is EVOS' moment to prove that they deserve the championship. How many times they have been denied? Their moment is coming up real soon, and they better take it because TODAK is willing to kick them in the shins and stand tall above them.
My, oh my. This final game, we're seeing 2-2 in terms of games being claimed. 9 kills each side. Goal difference might be stark, but you know TODAK, when they need to step up, they always rise back up from the ashes. But this time, when it matters the most, can they stop EVOS and keep that trophy elusive from the Singaporean side?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. TODAK, Nurnas, there is so much weight on his shoulders. I cannot imagine what it's like to be him. Lord is pushing up. They're playing this slow. They're using the Death Sonata very early to zone them out. They're trying to break it out. The Glorious Pathway has already been popped, but the super empowered minions on bot and top side are going to be pushed. The team splits up. EVOS Esports trying to look for any kind of answer. Ione gets an international catch onto JPL, but that's not the target they want. He flickers on out of there. He's not going to die. Top side is having a little bit of trouble, but they are locked out with the fist crack and the fist break. Ace pulls on backwards. This is a fight.
Oh, back into the mid lane we go. We have another minute coming in as well. Then it's going to be brought down to 50%. And we're looking at Bambi shredding out sequential. That's another popping over to the tank lane. Now, TODAK here has no more business left for the mid lane, but the side lanes are endangered. X-Ray here, the only front line and defense. And over on top side, what's going on right here? Remember to commence over the side of EVOS members, and they open up the base from the bot lane.
They finally have what they wanted. They wasted so much time trying to crack them open, and they find that one opening that they needed. They got their bot side. That's going to be one lane continuously pushing. Mid and top are really chunked out as well. If TODAK makes a mistake here, EVOS has a potential to win this game. Same goes for TODAK. If they win and have a really good push and a wave on the top side, they could potentially end the game too.
That's right, and now we're looking at TODAK members going in for the design. Get the pick up over in the zone here, Babby. They don't have the damage, and now it looks like a big bumper. They smash them all down. Wombo combo coming up, and it will be a perfect fit catch. But now, members of EVOS Esports, they're trading back as well. JPL got the immortality, and look at Nurnas. He's still alive. They're still going for the chase as well. And somehow, they pull it right back. E1 here trying to get over the side of Ace as well. They don't have enough to actually fight against EVOS.
Oh my goodness, they trade carry for carry. Banak goes down. Odir Bambi gets caught out for the first time in a long, long time. He is out of position. TODAK will take full control of this and push all the way to the center. However, they did lose that mid tier 1.
Oh, now we're seeing tier 2, and that's your device coming out as well. Ace will pop that immortality as well, and Ace getting the kill for the first time in a long while. And we're seeing TODAK here getting a little bit more out of that sort of trade.
Yeah, they are feeling it. They feel the blood pumping. They know that this is the corner that they've been waiting to be pushed in, and now they're biting back. They've scaled up really nicely. They have full items for a lot of their carries as well. Their tanks are picking up the last couple of components to finish off their builds, but as of right now, the crowd wants TODAK.
Well, we're looking at a comeback potential, and of course the Malaysian side, they do have the crowds on their backs, and EVOS ESPORTS here, we're still looking at JPL being very well focused. They cannot even bat an eye about those crowds standing at the back, because if they do win, the chance will be
resurrecting
for EVOS.
soon.
Yep, 10 more seconds. This is going to be the fight of a lifetime. But Potato, keep your eyes on him. He's on the top side of the map. He's not with the team, and maybe EVOS might want to force something out. Make them use their big ultimate before making something happen, or they're going to start a base race. It's a base race.
Oh my god, you're calling it out, and we're seeing two members of EVOS already coming in as well. They're trying to lock this one down, and Divine just coming in over Zano JPL. Prince Crack as well. He's dancing in between, but he's looking to actually buy enough time, and now the Lord is in favor as well, and he's trying to do it, but the rest of TODAK, they lost the Lord.
Okay, that was pretty impressive. They're trying to play the map. However, they're one member down, and they're still going to try and force the fight. TODAK, they want to get in their face. They know they have an advantage.
And talk about the advantage, sure, they slowly let it slide. But what they can do is escort this wave, break through the mid lane. It does not matter whether the Lord Box is in or not. They need to have those numbers. And without JPL, they could not have a smooth engage. And of course, look at the bottom side. They did send Badang to clear out the mid wave. And in case of any arrivals or so, well, he didn't mention that there's no arrivals in this game, am I correct? So that will be that. This is a traditional way, and now TODAK have to actually force this one through while Souls carrying on the side as well. They have to let those minions go.
They have to kind of zone them out here because Lord is taking a lot of damage from Chico, who's just chunking it out with the carry. The passive is just a little too good here. They cut it down really, really fast. Not so sure whether this was the greatest idea, but again, both teams, they go back into the stalemate, and I think EVOS ESPORTS, they want to deny them the Lord just because they're in prime position and they have cracked open their base. They just need to find that one fight to end the game.
That's right, and only a couple of touches left to actually break down the top tower as well. While members of EVOS are getting this setup straight, and we're looking at them, you know, Fury potentially charged up. They found to be land a good one, and Fury comes, that's sort of engagement coming in. E1 pulls one member back, it's really ace trying to supply. He doesn't and not down anymore, as we see members of TODAK running in, looking for Soul. Soul will be engaged upon, as we see on the cake going in for the side of
They make it out.
and they are trying to make it out alive. But look at that. Tiamat going in for the split push as well. Can he make it out in time? It might not be. And look at that. Then that's getting caught out once again. EVOS going for a ring.
They're going back in.
Oh no. This might just be game. They take down the Kaya. And they do have a 4 versus 4. And then that's getting caught out once again. He has Immortality back up online. A couple of touches to break that tower. But EVOS ESPORTS could not find their way.
They traded 1-for-1. I absolutely thought EVOS completely lost the fight. In TODAK, they were chasing for their lives. They found the initial catch, but they couldn't end it off of that. And EVOS looked to punish. They got the punish, and now they're back into their stalemate.
Yeah, and now this Chesky's has been on that lockdown here. But look at the damage over the side of Odir.
He's gonna get out. He's gonna get out.
Oh, Victor's out in time. And of course, that is a little bit too dangerous. And Chiku does not have all too much of that protection, and now going into his jungle, a lot of cake coming in from the side of JPL. He knows that Nunes is trying to get that middle free up, and JPL, if he gets caught here, if he dies, that's going to be a huge problem for the side of EVOS ESPORTS.
Both teams have to play out of their mind. Nanas has finally got a lot of items on him to kind of make him tanky enough to be the difference his team absolutely needs him to be. Malefic Roar being bought by Chiku. Those tanks are not going to live long enough to tell the story.
I would definitely agree. Chiku definitely playing very safely and kind of, in a way, outperformed Potato in terms of that KDA output. And Potato himself being extremely safe. He knows he can never, ever fall in any of these fights.
Oh, that's a big ultimate! JPL gets the initial kick. Way of the Dragon is to lock him down. But again, Nanas is just really, really tanky here. He's not going to go down just yet. Soul already has a sideline. The Glorious Pathway is popped up, but they completely disengage from the fight. They understand it's all about the ultimates now. Who is more efficient?
And we're talking about efficiency here. One more catch will do the trick as well. Palace right in the front lines as Ace got that immortality on him, so he does not have any worries at all.
Whoa, what's going on here between Chiku and Potato?
Not really all too much. They choose to actually test for that buff, but look at that. Lord is coming back up, and EVOS Esports have absolute control, but look at it, it's out of the jungle. There's going to be another team fight coming out. They know they cannot fully equip themselves, and EVOS break down the very final tower that TODAK has, but they're going on this chase. They cannot let them slide through, and look at the back go. Ace as well, they're doing something right here, so sliding through, and he is still surviving.
He survives! Oh my god! He manages to hop over the wall to create enough distance for this team to pull them back. They're gonna keep on fighting. Both of these teams are absolutely relentless. They've been playing for 24 minutes already.
This is the longest game that we will ever have. And
oh no! No!
And definitely the knockout coming in. Potato get caught up, runs the top, maybe they open up as well. And look at that go! Ace way in the back. They're trying to look for DPL, but instead DPL all by himself. They're gonna go for a setup while the Tapestry is going for the split push as well. He's buying up time, but called out here. They're looking for the Lord. But no, they're not doing this at all. This is the win rate. They say retreat because they know Tavis is coming in. They're sending the carry to actually get that from happening. And EVOS Esports, they can't take this one in the back. And now rushing in as well. They're going to try to negate this push. They try to negate it. And here comes Soul as well. And then EVOS dropping low. EVOS going to risk his life for this one. And the Lord has to take it time and time again.
Oh, new Pepe! He goes down. The team is actually going down. Oh, new Pepe is in the back line. But then gets an amazing ultimate. The Meonian Fury turns it around. The team is going back and forth, but Potato needs to finish somebody up. It's not enough time. Potato gets the initial one though. He goes for it. The crescendo isn't enough. They're all at 1 HP. Ordeal Bambi is back and is healed up to full. He needs to use the darkness. The Lord is walking to the base. They 4v5. They have done it. They have done it.
The curse may just be lifted. The Lord coming in, and Soul is going to get the game. The Singapore squad, they tried for the third time. This time around, they will lift the MPL championship here. EVOS Esports. We talked about them going into every grand finals, and the